Good morning, Mansfielders, and welcome to day 2 of the summer term. It is Thursday, and you have made it to your second day. You got through day 1. I know it might not have felt like some of you smashed it out of the park, and I know that we had some problems, but you've got through what was probably will be remembered as one of your toughest days in education, I think. So I think we all deserve a big pat on the back. While you're watching this, give yourself pats on the back and claps all around. Okay, so really, really well done. The feedback I got from your teachers was that you were all putting in loads of effort, and we're all really proud of you. I know that for lots of you and for the adults, and the feedback has been from children across the school too, there has been frustration and upset about children sometimes not being able to access Zooms, or having problems with their own internet, or not being able to access materials and tasks. And even though we knew it was going to happen and we expected it, that doesn't mean that it's not frustrating and upsetting. And we can tell ourselves to be prepared for it, but at the end of the day, we can't stop ourselves feeling upset or worried or frustrated when we know something's right at our fingertips and we can almost get involved in something, and we're desperate to see people, and it's truly frustrating. And I feel for those people yesterday who didn't manage to join in whatever it was they wanted to. So really well done for getting back involved today, showing the resilience I know you're all capable of, and having another crack at it. We know it's going to get easier. That doesn't make it easy now to hear, but it will get better and better as the days go by. I know it. One thing I want to talk to you about this morning before we send you on your way to lesson 1 is this idea of perspective. What I'm not here to do is to tell you what you're feeling isn't important, because it absolutely is, and we are all dealing with things that are really focused in quite a small kind of box on our screen. And I'm thinking about this whole idea of Zoom, and it feels like that word Zoom that we've been using the whole time is taking on a whole new meaning for me. I was thinking yesterday about how I'm seeing this box all day and on my screen, and I feel a little bit like my whole world has zoomed into this one small space. And that's sometimes a stressful thing, because what it stops us doing is remembering all of the things that are going on that have been brilliant in the world outside of us, outside of our kind of box right now before, and the things that we're going to look forward to in the future. So your perspective on things and how you're experiencing things at the moment means, what's your viewpoint? How are you seeing the world that you're working in at the moment? And for lots of you, it will be entirely focused on well, can I get this thing done? Can I get in touch with that person? Can I understand what the task is going to be done? I understand that's all of our perspectives. But what I've got to do to just remind me that there are other things that are important, that I enjoy, that I'm looking forward to. So when something goes wrong, I don't get so stressed or anxious about it, is I've got a little object on my desk next to me that reminds me of a really happy time, and also something that I'm looking forward to in the future, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But sticking to this theme of Zoom, I've shared a picture of it below, and the picture of it is zoomed in under a microscope. It is a microscopic picture of the object. And so I've got a little challenge for you. Well, there are two. One is have a guess what it is. I will tell you, I will reveal in the assembly on Tuesday next week. So you have until then to guess as many times as you like what you think that special object to me is. And the other thing is, if you have a special object of your own, you can take a zoomed in picture, or you can find a version of it online where there's a microscopic photo of it, then you can post a response and we can have a guess at something that's special to you, that is outside of our learning, that makes you think of a good time. Take a zoomed in picture of it and we'll have a guess what it is. I also, when I thought about this whole idea of being zoomed in and sucked in on something, it reminded me of this video that I've also posted below, which is based on a book by a Hungarian illustrator called István Bányai, and he made a book for children in 1995 called Zoom. So when we started talking about Zoom a lot, and I was thinking about perspective, I thought, well, I've got to share this video with you guys to watch. So I'd love you to take a look at the video too. It is exactly what I'm talking about starting off in this really, really small space. And what I hope it gets you to think about is all of the things that are still going on outside and in the world around us, and that even though we can be consumed by the small things that are going on now, there are bigger fish to fry. And while it's really important that we give 100% to what we are doing each day in school, and we remain focused on what we need to do, we also remember that for ourselves and for the people around us and our parents who are going to work, some of them, or working from home, that there's a great, great big picture that we are all still a part of our Clifton community where everybody's madly doing their work, and part of the Bristol community where all of those schools and different systems are all working hard together, nationally and globally. We are part of a really important time, and I hope that just watching this video makes you think a little bit about your perspective on what you're experiencing in school and life at the moment. So have a guess about the microscope photo. I look forward to hearing what your suggestions are, and take a look at the video. Try and remember today, when you have those troubles and things aren't going your way, that the teachers know you're doing your best, and we're thinking of you, and we look forward to seeing you in your tutorials and hearing about how things are going. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you for now, and I look forward to seeing you online in the next 24 hours or so. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye from me.